Cocktails with the Queens. I am your president, Donald J. Trump. I'm here at this Black network to get the Black vote tonight. I'm here with these Black women that supposedly got the Black vote and they know a lot of things. With me tonight is Vivica A. Fox. I hear she's a very, very big movie star. Vivica Fox, welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you very much, darling. It's coming your exit days is coming, so there you go.
Tina Turner, you made very, very big movies and big songs, very big songs. Welcome to the show, Selena Johnson, aka Selena Johnson, Tina Turner.
Yes, darling. How are you tonight?
And my last guest here. It looks like my opponent, Joe Biden, after the election. He's gonna be deaf. Is that LisaRaye? LisaRaye McCoy?
What's happening?
Welcome to the show. I hear the show is about Black girl magic.
Yes.
Man, you may learn something. If
Donald J. Trump.
But if you keep talking, we're gonna mute you.
That part. You know.
No, I can't keep a straight.
You had to learn from the last debate that when a Black woman shows up, that things aren't gonna go just like you think. Right. Not gonna happen.
When a Black woman talk, you have to be quiet. You have to. Can I speak? Can I speak?
We're speaking.
Who are you, Lisa? I'm not talking to you, Lisa. No.
Here we go.
I'm gonna have to bring out my
Here it comes.
What are you bitches drinking tonight? I'm drinking some liberal tears.
Hell, you flaming asshole! I'm drinking a glass of Pinot Noir.
This is beet juice and vodka.
Oh well, I have the death drink.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. It's our Halloween special. That's why I'm dressed as this fuckboy.
Okay. Well, he is starring in a scary movie called America. I tell you that.
Agreed.
He is the leading actor in the scariest movie of them all.
And he deserves a Razzie Award, don't y'all? Do you think he deserves a Razzie Award for worst performance?
I think so.
Yeah.
Listen,
I don't even know if he deserved any type of award. I wouldn't want him to step up to a podium again ever.
Yeah.
I feel awful as him, but I felt like the scariest thing to be for Halloween would be Donald Trump, because that's a scary character to see 4 more years of this face. But we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. We got Jason Lee joining us later on the show.
Jason in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a hot new show here on Fox Soul. So ladies, what's the inspiration? Why did y'all pick your characters for tonight?
I think go ahead, Selena, because you had yours out the gate. So
right. She really did.
Well, it was between Sade and Tina Turner. Those are 2 of my favorite artists of all time. Actually, Sade is my favorite of all times, but Tina is my girl because she was just, if you dress up as Tina Turner, no one's gonna be like, well, who is that? It's very easy for me to do. And I like to tribute the singers. I like to pay tribute to singers. So I love Tina Turner. Plus, that's like my girl. I can emulate her and stuff and imitate her and stuff. So that's my girl.
Very nice.
Well, I'm quite simply a Fox.
Hello.
Right. It was a busy week this week, a very blessed week. So we just put in like some little extra drama and stuff. We were fighting this every step of the way, y'all, just so y'all know, fans out there. We were like, oh, come on. Claudia was like, nope, I'm really into Halloween. And guess what? Y'all gonna be into Halloween this week. Yeah. So this is our Halloween show and we all look fabulous. I love it.
Claudia, you set the tone and everything. Yes. So you did good. I was going to just be Casper. I was gonna give y'all a sheet with 2 eyes cut out, and that was it.
Damn! And then from there, you went to a nun.
And then I was gonna be a nun, something white. We knew we was gonna do something white. I was gonna be an alien or something. And then I'm here in Atlanta filming. So Sierra, which is Bella, my grandbaby. Sierra is her godmother, and she does makeup. And she was like, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm going to give you something else." And I was like, "Girl, as long as I'm not sitting for a long time." And she said, "I'm gonna do half of you." I said, "Okay." So then she gave me this, but it's such detail. Even in the I feel like
unzip your face. That's sharp.
So see, I gotta give Sierra a shout out.
It looks like your face is getting like unzipped.
I know, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
It came
I want
out
to give her a
good.
big old shout out because if anybody is in Atlanta and looking for a makeup artist, she is absolutely wonderful. She does not just only do this, but she's an artist. She's a painter extraordinaire. So go to Sierra Fine Apple. It's her Instagram, Sierra Fine Apple.
In the group text, you said you were gonna look ugly. I was like, nah, impossible. I'm like, I'm gonna look ugly. I knew y'all were all gonna come pretty, and y'all look good.
I mean,
you
pretty
thank you
ugly,
very much, Claudia. I actually think you look fabulous.
You're still cute.
You held it out until the very last minute, but I mean, I think you got the whole like extra orange Cheeto skin like that. Whoever did that coloring nailed it. But the eyes, you know, when he gets spray tan all the time, and they do that part, nailed it.
The wig,
nailed it, and the wig, the suit, the blue, he always has on that big old tie. Like you ain't never learned to get a slimmer tie. Nope.
Never. So I did the makeup like in 10 minutes. I just tried it. So I
just be orange.
I just cut the hair from the back and glued it to my eyebrows with some.
Oh my God, girl. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh.
Thanks, Claudia, for putting us into the rhythm of Halloween.
Listen, y'all were fighting me on this, and I'm so glad y'all participated because y'all all look bomb as hell. And I just listen, this has been a crazy year, so we can have fun and make fun and just have a little bit of fun in what is otherwise a crazy year with all that's going on with 2020.
And let me say this too, because I know a lot of people out there don't celebrate Halloween. And it's not that we're celebrating Halloween and what it traditionally stands for, like the goblins and the demons and the devil and the worshiping and the voodoo. It's not that. It's just all in fun of celebrating, being able to pay homage to how we feel, the Fox, being the artist, how we feel about Trump, and how I feel about, being creative or whatever. But I'm not going trick-or-treating. I'm not doing any of that. It's just in fun. So we are having fun. We're going to deliver this news fun type of way. You know what I mean? And I just think that, Claudia, hats off to you because, girl, I was not going to do anything, but we pulling it off.
I'm glad.
I'm real lazy.
I want us to always get our fans a little something, and y'all came through like y'all did that. So speaking of fun and coming through, our very own LisaRaye has been buzzing all over social media this weekend after announcing she was about to get on Onlyfans.
Oh yeah,
LisaRaye, what made you decide to get on Onlyfans? And I seen you on World Star Hip Hop, Media Takeout, everywhere. They like, what is she gonna post? I seen deleted scenes from your movie. I seen some stuff.
Why not?
I even went through the comments myself and said, I wanted.
You did.
I did. Are you proud of me? Yes.
Oh, I am. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get much better. And I saw some of the comments saying, "Is Diamond gonna show up? And are you gonna redo the dance? And you're gonna shake a little this and you're gonna show a little that." And then I went through other people's, profile and I was looking at their stuff. I was appalled. I was like, oh my God, what are they doing on their OnlyFans page? And I'm not trying to compete with none of that. I just realized that there's such a lot of haters on Instagram and the comments are just so crazy. Till I was like, you know what? Let me post my stuff to people that really appreciate and that are really fans. Like, I really feel like if you put a wage on it and make them pay for something, then of course they got to be fans. They're gonna pay for it. Now, if you're a hater and you want to pay just to hate, then I'm gonna really talk about you then.
So how many people signed up? Was it instant?
I have not looked. I said I was gonna give it a good 2 weeks, only because I've been working for this week, so I haven't been able to put anything up. But I got so many ideas in my head that I really actually want to do. Like, some things that I don't want to put on Instagram, I'm still going to be over there. But the majority of my behind the scenes and stuff like that, I think I'm going to really just do the OnlyFans thing. I think that that's going to serve me right. I think that they're going to serve me correct. They're going to come through for me, and
I'm not mad at you. A lot of people are making a lot of money doing it.
A lot of money.
You gave me courage because I set mine up, but I was like, who's going to want to subscribe to my page? I'm old, whatever.
You never know.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'm inspired by you. I might try to bust it wide open on my OnlyFans.
Oh Lord, you go ahead and you do that. I'm gonna bust
something. You can show up like that and
get it. Okay, don't you get it, Claudia.
You'll get some MAGA people, Claudia. If you show up like that, you get the MAGA people jumping on.
Hey,
when somebody, she was barking like a dog, she got paid, I don't know how much money for doing that. But mine is not about paying. You know what I mean? Mine is not about needing the money, wanting the money, anything like that. It's just putting a price on it so they can take it serious. That's really what it's about.
I'm not mad at you. We give you listen, everyone on this page, on this show, gives lots of free content. People lets people get an inside look at their lives. Yeah. They don't pay a dime for it. This is what we, you know what I mean? Like you're
and then they come to expect it and then want to judge it. You know what I mean? So you might as well just go somewhere where it's profitable. You have a good time, and those are people that really like you.
So
genius.
I saw Meek Mill responded to your OnlyFans announcement. Do they have VIP prices?
He wants you. He sees you.
He in Atlanta?
And he wants you.
You said, is he in Atlanta?
I tell him I'm here and tell him to come through. My birthday.
He can pull through with the vault any day.
Okay. What she said.
Would you go on a date with Meek Mill, LisaRaye?
How old is Meek?
It don't matter anymore.
Girl, I think he at least 35. He's in his mid-30s.
You never know what's behind the persona, behind the brand, behind the face, behind the words. You know what I mean? And I find it to always be a genuine attribute to be able to have a conversation with someone and let their guard down, and you let your guard down, or that preconceived notion of who you think they are. I think having a normal conversation with somebody is feasible. You know what I mean?
He's 33.
Sounds like a yes to me.
Yeah, he's 33.
LisaRaye, he's 33.
Meek Mill is woke. I like Meek Mill. You like him. He got his head on his shoulders.
Fox Soul exclusive. You never heard it before. This is breaking news. LisaRaye is open to going on a date with Meek Mill.
Is that what I said?
Well,
that's what we said. You said.
That's what y'all said. Okay. Okay.
So listen, y'all, the final presidential debate was last Thursday. Unfortunately, the highlights of the night was when Donald Trump said that he has done more for Black Americans than any president since Abraham Lincoln. What say you?
He has. He's done a lot for Black people. He's shown us just how jammed up America is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he unveiled the racist card. He let us
from the bottom of the deck,
right next to us, and we didn't have not a clue. So actually, I thank him for allowing us to know exactly where and who we're amongst living with. Did that come out right?
Yeah, kind of.
We know what it meant though.
Speaking of not coming out right, rapper 50 Cent is now claiming that he never had support for Donald Trump after his ex-girlfriend, comedian Chelsea Handler, publicly scolded him over his support. She said in an interview, I had to remind him that he was a Black person, so he can't vote for Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. And that he shouldn't be influencing the people that follow him and listen to him because he's worried about his own pocketbook. She also agreed to pay 50 cents taxes if that's such an issue for him. What are our thoughts about this white woman telling him this? And do you agree?
Wow. And you know what's the worst part of this whole story? They always want to tag me. And I mean, they do. Claudia, you okay? Did the eyebrow fall off?
It is.
Yeah. But they always tag me on these stories, and it's just like so interesting that it's like, oh, to that he'll,
You know what I saw on blog?
Look up. You know what I mean? Somebody was like, oh, if he was to drag Vivica, I was like, and no, he wouldn't, because he know what box I would come out of too. So
people were saying
that straight.
People were saying, they said, you know what, the way he cowered to this white woman and was joking, he would never do that to a Black woman. To a Black woman, he would probably try to let her have it. And they did mention your name, like he wouldn't be as cordial to a Black woman as he was to her. Like he backed that ass up.
I see that he getting a little soft anyway. Ain't T.I. been calling him out for a couple of weeks now? And he ain't said nothing?
I don't pay 50 Cent no attention. He literally just really likes a lot of attention.
Yeah.
You got to ignore him down to the ground. He don't be talking about nothing. I wasn't paying him no attention with the taxes. Like, hopefully people just be like, oh, that's 50 again. Okay.
It's such a wonderful thing when on your phone and you can just go swoop. Yeah.
He don't be 50 just like getting people feathers ruffled. He don't really be doing that. He probably gonna go right to the polls.
I want to vote messed up, but I don't want to say it as Claudia Jordyn. I want to say it as Donald Trump. I say he ignores 50 Cent the way 50 Cent ignores his son. Now we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with more Cocktails with the Queens when we return.
Keeping it.
We're back with Cocktails with the Queens. If you want to see more Fox Soul content, go to www.foxsoul.tv or download that Fox Soul app. Or you can watch us on Fox Now, Fire TV, Roku, YouTube, Apple TV, Zumu, Tubi, Caffeine.tv. All right, y'all. Halloween show today. If you are just tuning in, you're like, what the hell is going on? Why is this?
This is what's going on. This is what's going on.
Listen, you guys, I don't know if y'all saw over the weekend, rapper Offset had a personal run-in with the police after allegedly waving a gun while driving through a Trump rally in Beverly Hills. Let's take a look.
I'm Offset from the Migos. They're fans. That's why they following me, bro.
That has nothing to do with why we're here. We were told
I just
that
watched.
you guys were waving guns.
You just watched somebody beat my
that
car
were
up with a
around.
flag. What are you talking about?
I need you to turn.
You told me
the
put
car
my hands up. I'm not doing that. You put my hands up.
Y'all see that video?
I saw parts of it.
Yeah.
I saw the whole thing. It was and Cardi B was in the car at the whole time. They was trying to vote. The police don't give a damn. They don't care.
Wait, were they trying to vote or were they going through a Trump rally?
They were driving through a Trump rally, but they were going to vote. And they was apparently getting attacked by the Trump people. So I guess Offset went off on them and then they're going to call the police.
They tried to say that Offset was waving.
Oh, they were shopping. Justin said
They were shopping. Okay.
But Claudia
in Beverly Hills. Wow, they was trumping in Beverly Hills, really? Well, they caught the wrong one that day, didn't they?
I'm mad that there was enough people like you. Don't y'all always think about California as liberal? Like there's
absolutely.
Not, when I hear them, like what?
It's like we're.
But did he go to jail? Did they take him in?
I think they did.
Oh, I don't know. Did they ever? Did they?
He had a gun.
Him to jail? Oh, they did. He did. Wow.
No, Justin said no.
No, they did not.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
That's wild.
That's
sad. That's sad. This is what we gotta know.
Oh, the passenger had a gun.
And we pray to in the next 10 days that we can start getting back on the track of goodness and normalcy and the country coming back together. It's like every day to just hear the stories and see the videos that come. Ain't y'all tired? Ain't y'all just tired of all of this foolishness? It has to stop. This is not the way we're supposed to live in America.
Well, speaking of foolishness, rapper Kanye West is calling to an end. My boy, Kanye West, is calling to an end of Black History Month. In a recent interview, Kanye explained he believes that Black History Month is programming for Black people, so they only know the slavery portion of African American history. I think that's a ridiculous statement. We don't just talk about slavery during Black history. We celebrate people that we don't even know their accomplishments. That's how a lot of us came to know all the inventions that Black folks had, all the groundbreaking moves that we had. It ain't about slavery. Maybe in your household, you just talk about slavery and slavery being a choice. But in the real world, we talk about more than that in Black History Month, Kanye West.
Let me say this, because I'm going to move the needle a little bit further, because I can see what he was trying to say or what he should have said. Black history should be abolished, period, only because it needs to be included in history, period.
Yeah.
It should not be Black history and then that it needs to be history, period. We are part of history. We are part of this world. We are part of the reason why we came over here and half this shit is ours. We did that. Our ancestors did that. So even in school, for me, there's a bill that we're passing through legislation that we want to abolish history as it's known now and make sure that in the textbooks that our history is included in that. Because a lot of times the kids need to see us, the different colors that we are, so they can see themselves and say, oh, because they may not want to be a doctor, lawyer, rapper, or Indian chief. They need to see that there's an inventor, there's a creator, there's someone that is an author. There's many different things that you can become, not just the obvious things. So they need to be just like in magazines.
But I halfway agree with that statement, LisaRaye, and let me tell you why. Until they do give us that, we should definitely celebrate Black History Month and make sure that we educate our children. If it's 30 days out of the year, until they do that, to say that, to take it away, because you have to realize we've always had to do things in levels. We've always had to work twice as hard. So why take it away, period, and go, oh, let's not have it count when we need something.
I agree.
I think that everybody, pretty much everybody's got valid points, but I do see the only thing that I like that he said was, it's almost like they're just giving us a little something. Like, and it's like, oh, okay, well, here you go. Shut up. Take these 30 days. This your days. So, you know, in terms of how we teach our children about Black History Month, I think that it can be confusing. Like if your child is in school, then it's Black History Month. It should be Black History every single day for them, you know.
And okay, can I just ask one other question too, y'all?
I just think that, hold on, I just think
Go
that,
ahead.
I just think that on that part that he was talking about, I think that, you know, the whole programming of that's okay, you know, that just that one little 28 days or whatever it is, because it's the shortest month in the year, that we shouldn't get, that we've gotten used to that being okay. But I think that's dumb, but I understand what he was trying to say.
Right. That's why I said what he should have said.
So Black History Month to me is like, we're responsible in our households how we want to educate our kids, our friends, each other. We can do that every single day. To me, I think Black History Month is more to just let white people know, like, there's a lot of things that we've done. And I don't look at it as like them just giving us whatever. Like in this country, we got to fight for every little thing that we get. And I think Black History Month, like I'm going to piggyback on what you said, Bebka. The reason why we have a separate thing for Black people, because they won't let us in for the longest time. And they are the majority still for a little bit longer. It's going to end soon, but yes, they are. So there would be no need for the Miss Black America pageant if they was allowing Black women to win those pageants.
To win and compete fairly. Yes.
If they was allowing Black, Black folks to be, admitted to these schools, we had to have these things. We would need Ebony magazine if they was going to let us be on those covers. So that's why we have to do it, because we have a long way to go. And I thought we was getting there, but under this presidency, we done took about 10 more steps backwards. So I feel like Kanye sometimes has his heart maybe in the right place.
And well, I just want to know why is it like his word is bond? Well, it's, I mean, it's just that's what drives me crazy. And then it comes out at the most awkward and crazy times. It's like, shouldn't we be focused? In 10 days, we need a new president.
I just think that right now, because everything he has said is so stupid. So now anything that he says is we're going to be looking to see if it's stupid. But he said his father was a Black Panther, not to say that, that should make what he say bond. But it kind of helps me understand like why he think the way he think, you know what I'm saying? He's still trying to identify with his father in a way, maybe. And maybe that's why he adapted that type of mentality, because he's still trying to connect with his father in some shape or form. I don't know, but he did say like, well, my father's a Black Panther. He admitted that. So maybe that's why
I love him. I really do. I want to love him. I just feel there's so many contradictions with him. Like one minute you was on TV saying George Bush don't care about Black people for the hurricane response. And now you're on Trump's dick and hugging him and looking crazy.
But here's the thing, guys, he's bipolar. Like
yes. And I think his handlers,
anything he says, because when he takes it, and here's the thing, when they take their meds for bipolarness, it's almost like giving a kid Ritalin. You know what I mean? He takes it and he's subdued. So now he's not as creative. He's not working at 100% or any of that. So he's like here. And so when he comes out of that, it becomes him. He's just riled up then, and he says so much. And us as news people, when he say anything, we like, oh, this is what Kanye said. That's pretty much how we did with the Kardashian show. It was like, who cared for so long? You know what I mean? But they were on for so many seasons, so it was almost like, well, shoot, everybody cares.
I didn't blame his circle, because if you are my friend and you know I got a bipolar disorder and you just let me do all kind of stuff that's damaging my brand and my
that's called enabling
in Black America, you're letting it go down. And then when I'm good, like it's just all over the place. And I feel like he has done amazing things in music, and there's no denying some geniusness in him. But like, it's like you're good at one thing does not mean you are great over here as well. Just like I'm sure Obama couldn't make a mixtape. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. He still be dropping bars though.
But he sure do. He be dropping them like on a basis.
But just imagine that you have a friend that is bananas, and everywhere you take them, they say the dumbest stuff.
You stop taking them.
But after a while, you can tell them, you could try to get them to stop doing. After a while, you like, listen, his circle is probably like, listen, I got to protect my peace and my energy. I don't have time to be out here trying to get Kanye West to act right. This dude is a grown ass man. He has to be responsible for his own actions. So he probably do have people around him like, yo, man, you can't keep saying that. Then everywhere they turn, he go and say something else. So people around like
that when you have those people around you, they're either people that work for you, and they, as you say, Vivica, what's that you say? Stay in your lane, know your position, and play your role.
Know your place, play your position, and stay in your lane.
Right. You know what I mean? And so they're like trying to tell him, but him being the boss, they can't buck up too much because then he's threatening them to fire them and then
right.
their lives
like Trump
and their money.
Right.
Trump. So he probably, I mean, I can imagine that Kim probably be trying to say stuff all the time, but
I just
probably at the place like
it makes it tough to love. It makes it tough to love. I mean, we all have our faults and challenges and stuff like that, but God, does he make it tough to love him? I mean, some of the things that come out, they just hit me to the core, y'all. Like real talk. Like I'm like, you do know you Black, right?
And we probably wouldn't care so much if we didn't have so much like love in the tank for him from what the Kanye we
exactly.
So it's like, damn, we want to like rock with you, but then I don't like.
What can you do?
I don't like when we have to be on the show. Contrary to what people may think, I don't like when we have to be on the show and we gotta quote unquote drag someone, because that ain't what we're here for. We're not here to drag Black men, but we are here to hold each other accountable, and that goes for our Black women and our Black men. If you're doing something that's newsworthy, we're gonna talk about it. That's not dragging you. We actually love you. We love him. We love Ice Cube. 50. I mean, I like his
cool. He just be trying to get attention. He's like
brilliant when it comes to business. But like, we want our Black men and our Black women. We want to be on the same page so we can do this shit together. Like honestly. I'm concerned. Yeah,
what we know Kanye is, it's already been, reported that he has bipolar disorder. So at the end of the day, again, when you know somebody is conflicted, I know for me, I just be kind of like, man, okay, that probably must be that part then. And, that's dumb to say. So maybe he going through that. I mean, like Vivica said, we all got our flaws. We all got our faults. Unfortunately, when we do things, everybody see it. Now it's a magnified. Big deal. Now it's magnified, but it's people walking around messing up all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we not all up in their life. You know what I'm saying? So every time look, Kanye could sneeze, it's Kanye sneezed and
breaking news
10 minutes from the White House, So
that is true. Celebrities don't have the luxury of anonymity, and they don't have the luxury of privacy. And you have I say a secretary can be out here having trains getting ran on her. No one's gonna call her a hoe. But if any of us take a picture next to two NBA players, we whores, we slut, we ain't shit. We're taking a quick break and we'll be back with the CEO of Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee, right after this. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens, Messy Mondays. Joining us now is a multimedia powerhouse and the CEO of Hollywood Unlocked and Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. Please welcome Jason Lee.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, Jason, come through.
Listen, I have not dressed up for Halloween and I don't know how long. They said I had to wear a damn costume. I'm like, I'm gonna go as Jason.
Let us see.
Perfect.
Then there's that.
Right.
You are a killer. So yeah.
I can't see him, guys. Can you guys see him?
There he is. Oh yes. Hey. Hey, beard. Hey, curls.
Hey.
How much weight have you lost? You don't melted away. Look at you.
Okay.
Man, I lost 76 pounds so far.
Wow.
I'm out here in these streets knocking them down now. I ain't got OnlyFans, and my Tinder is lit.
Oh. Hey, Jason, you gonna start an OnlyFans? Ooh, did I mess up?
Nah, this is the thing. After watching how many people get their tea spilled every day, I don't want my tea spilled like that. I'm cool.
Oh, please. Okay.
Right. He's saying that this week.
No, right. I don't even let phones in the bedroom. Like for real. I don't even let phones.
Jason, when you say knocking them down more now, we used to really hang a lot together back in the day. So when you say knocking them down more now, what level would you say you're on? Like what kind of numbers are we doing?
No,
and the last time you went to Washington Heights?
What? It ain't like when you used to go to the club with me and help me peel the straight guys. It's not like that. You know what I mean? Like it's COVID, so I'm trying to be somewhat responsible. But I just on my show, I just recently said like, if you do hook up with somebody now and you do catch COVID and make it through, God meant for y'all to be together because you didn't survive some shit. You know what I mean?
And when COVID's over,
that's for some folks. Some people they're tearing them apart.
Well, divorces and everything at an all-time high.
Yeah, but that COVID is just an excuse. He wasn't shit, you weren't shit, the relationship wasn't shit. You know what I mean? Like you using COVID.
That much time together. So now that they're on top of each other, it's like, wait a minute, I don't like you that much to be with you like this. Maybe like this, but not like that.
Right. No, but I recently just went on a date with this guy. He's Russian and Greek, which is the first with green eyes, a beard. He's sexy as hell. And I was saying to him, you know, because I'm trying to approach these guys with these new ideas. Like we got to be innovative. You know what I mean? Like a relationship doesn't have to be with 2 people anymore. It can be with 3 people. You know what I mean? So
no.
But listen, I said to him,
amongst sisters, no, we're not doing threesomes.
I said, no, but that's the thing, Vivica. That's what I said. Like, we don't have to do threesomes. Like, we can live together. Y'all can share a room and I have a room. And then we decide the sleeping arrangements on a day-to-day basis because I think life could be a lot easier if we work as a team. You know?
Absolutely not.
That seems like a lot of work.
That seems like a lot to do.
That seems like you don't know how to commit. That's what that.
We know you don't know what you want. Wait a minute.
Jason be in love.
Got options, but
Jason be in love like a motherfucker, and then 2 weeks later he's not.
Exactly.
No. That's not the thing. See, I love hard, but LA is hard to love because
you gotta love hard because if you're soft, it ain't gonna work.
Claudia, I've been watching your Instagram. I know your man is blowing that thing out because you look good and he look good. And I looked at a picture y'all had on some brown the other day or something. I'm like, oh, I know that sex is good.
You know what?
Not bad.
He doesn't got a pussy. What do you want?
Right in here. I'm gonna jump right in, Jason, because this is what you do.
Yeah.
You have made a name for yourself doing this right here.
Yeah.
Reporting celebrity news. You know what I mean? From Hollywood Unlocked, Uncensored. You are the brand.
Yeah.
Well, what made you figure? How did you figure out that this is how you wanted to report the news? This is how messy you want it to be. This is how controversial you want it to be. And you can't give a damn because you are successful at doing it and you're doing it more and more and more. So what made you just clamp down and say, this is what my lane is going to be?
So I was trying, like for a long time, I was friends with a lot of people like, you know, Claudia and different folks. And I was in the background kind of helping to orchestrate things. And when I had left my job, I came to LA and trying to figure it out would make 10% off of hooking people up. And then I wanted 90%. I didn't want 10% no more. And so I started trying to figure out what to do. And when I saw the boom of the blog and digital media, I launched this brand called lowkeymessy.com, scared the hell out of Hollywood. And it wasn't the reaction I wanted. So I was like, you know, maybe I'm going a little too hard. So let me launch Hollywood Unlocked and kind of unlock and open Hollywood Unlocked, take people behind the scenes of their best of the parties with their favorite stars. And then the industry, I was just having lunch with Amber Rose telling her the industry kind of made me who I am because when I had one idea of trying to open up the industry for fans, celebrities shut down. And then once I said something crazy about a celebrity and the world opened up, I was like, well, shit, there you go. And so the uncensored part is really just me getting a microphone and just talking how I would talk with Claudia or one of you all. And I think it's the thing that makes this show so successful because you all literally say whatever you think and it feels real and authentic and it connects with the audience. So it was easy for me.
Natural, Jason. You're definitely not. I told you a long time ago, you're definitely a natural at this. We tried to do a show back in the day. And then Charlamagne got that deal with his morning show. But you, I'm glad to see you excelling in your lane.
Thank you.
Jason, what I've known of you though, see, you don't fool me though. Cause see, you really are
I know that's right.
A sweetheart and like a big like teddy bear. Like you are a really good dude. Like I know that you have you out here getting the people together, but you really are a nice guy.
Now
I want to know, he used to be a piece. Okay, wait a minute now. I want to know though, when you run up on the people, but when the people run up on you, that you've been dishing the tea on, what is that like? Now I saw you down to the Love and Hip Hop and it didn't go well. What happens when you then dish the tea down to the people and then they see you face to face?
Well, I told this story once on my show about Odell Beckham, you know, where he ran into me after I had written a couple stories about him and he was really unhappy. And
what'd you say about him?
Well, he was in the middle of getting repair done to one of his injuries or whatever. He just got injured today too. Hope he's doing well. But yeah, I mean, he was he's supposed to be taking care of himself. And then there was a video that came out of him in bed with a girl in Paris with some cocaine. He wasn't dealing with the cocaine, but she was. But he was in the middle of negotiating a big contract. And so I put the story out, and I mean, he was really, really upset. And, he attacked me at a party, whatever. He didn't hit me, because honestly, they run up and they talk and they do all of that, but they don't really attack me physically because 1, I will sue you. 2, I do call the police. 3, I will definitely milk that for content for at least a month. And 4, I'm gay. So if you're a straight man fighting with me in public, I'm going to tell my and it is what it is. And then you have to deal with that. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, listen, that was as straight as it comes. I think you just gave all of us a shot. Why don't we just all have a drink to that? Because Jason Lee just kept that trip. Right, yes. Okay, boom.
Wait, but to the point, Selena, what's so crazy is I really love people. I always say like I'm a cross between Wendy and Oprah with a because I do care about people, but I do say it how it is. But I just promise you, like, people, a man will go out and cheat on his wife publicly and then get mad at me for writing about it. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to protect Black women? You just violated your girl. Now you mad at me. Okay.
And people don't understand that you have a job to do. Like, really, you've created something for you, an avenue for you to be able to dish the news to people. And to be quite honest, they want to know about it. So, why not hear it from you?
So Jason, you had one of the biggest stories on Hollywood Unlocked, the first entertainment blog to release one of the biggest headlines today, which is the Jordyn Woods, Tristan Thompson scandal. How did you get that exclusive tea? What happened?
Yeah, no, one of my editor, she was at Tristan's house for the party, and he's real sloppy. You know how that go, right? So she was at the party, and that happened. And then so I called Larsa to give Chloe the heads up. But I'm gonna tell you why I regret that. I don't regret breaking the story because it was big for our brand and everything, right? What I regret is how Chloe's team really tried to gaslight me behind the scenes to keep digging at Jordyn. Then to try to dig a hole to bury this girl and then go back and take the man back. Like, to me, it was what I latched on to was, how would I feel if my friend was if my sister's friend was sleeping with my man? That's betrayal led me to go hard on her like that. And I thought Jada Pinkett manipulated the hell out of her table. That red table was a mess, but she used that as a PR thing to kind of help Jordyn, when she was being a little hoe. And I felt like the portrayal was bad, but the way Chloe and them orchestrated behind the scenes and like gaslighted me and then the minute they got back together, changing of the numbers and the no communication and all that, I said, okay, I got you. I get it.
I see you.
You did it to Trina.
Didn't Jordyn just kiss him, not sleep with him? And as much as, listen, Jason, we done had our own experiences back in the day. Remember the whole Lamar thing and Chloe? Then they try to orchestrate like it looked like someone was stolen from someone. Remember all that drama back in the day?
Yeah.
And
for sure. No, for sure. But somebody close to them had told me that they had been messing around allegedly for a couple months, and that was just the time where it was seen in public. When they got to the party, they took everybody's phones, and so nobody had their phones, and she was sitting on his lap, and then he was all over her. Yeah. So
they really had something going on.
But here's the thing, what they're saying that all of this happens to these girls because they have done it themselves several times over and over again. So that's what they will go around, come around. That's what they get.
And it's like when people break out the receipts on them, then it's like, this was the thing that everybody was like, how y'all gonna do a sister like that when they're not as innocent as well,
Well, we can just listen.
We can go on and on and on.
Whoever want to get mad at this can get the fuck mad they want to. But I like Kim Kardashian, but some of the girls in that family, they have definitely been with their friends, man. I'm gonna talk Chloe and Trina. They was real close, and there was about a couple of men. There was French Montana, there was James Harden, there was a couple of
there was Justine Skye and the basketball boy with Kendall. It goes there, but that's the thing. I guess to LisaRaye's point, where my optics were a little off is, like, if I know you, Claudia, or I know you, LisaRaye, or Vivica, or Selena, if I know you, or if I have an opinion of you because I've interacted with you, or I've seen you, and I've spent time with you, nobody can tell me who you are. Even if a story come out, I'm gonna put a different slant on it because of who I know you to be. Kim Kardashian, one of the biggest hustlers in the world, she took a situation and flipped it. Mm-hmm. And you could say what you want about her. She's a brilliant businesswoman. Now, maybe my lenses are a little cloudy because I'm so focused on that I don't see, that she was a hoe. You know what I mean? Like, and so I come at it from a different way, and I get attacked all the time by fans who say, "Yo, you kissing the Kardashians' ass." But I'm like, "Yo, I just respect their hustle." But now, when I've had a chance to sit back and really look at the whole Jordyn thing, I'm like, man, I probably handled that wrong, and but
as Black girls, we were like the same kind of judgment. Like the white girls seem to get and the non-Black women seem to get away with a lot of the stuff. They can do all this stuff and it's called building their brand. But when we do it, we're hoochies, we're hoes, we're gold diggers. And I think that's where a lot of us were like, ugh, with the Jordyn. And a lot of Black women were protective of Jordyn. So I'm glad you see you see a different way now. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back with more with Jason Lee with Messy Mondays, Cocktails with the Queens right after.
Yes, Messy Monday. Right.
We are here.
Exactly, LisaRaye.
Pop culture, Mr. Messy himself, Jason Lee. Now, Jason, you wrote a book, and kudos to you. And your book is like, people love it. It has a lot of good stuff in it. You said the name of the book is God Must Have Forgotten About Me. You revealed a lot of things, that your mom struggles with drug addiction and your father was emotionally and physically absent. Was it challenging for you to overcome all that? Because people that see you as such a confident guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have all of these like painful things that happen to you in your upbringing, So speak on that. Speak on being vulnerable.
I mean, you decide to either be a victim or a survivor, right? I decided to be a survivor. I used all of what happened to me, molestation, abuse, abandonment, foster care, my brother getting murdered, me getting shot, all of that to just really fuel me to not be the stereotype that everybody always told me I was. My mom told me I wasn't going to be shit. The system told me I wasn't going to be shit. My teachers told me I wasn't going to be shit. I left high school on a GED because I was tired of dealing with people. I went to work. I got decent jobs that led to good careers that led to me becoming a self-made entrepreneur. And so at the end of the day, I look at like all of what I had gone through. It really became fuel and fire under me to really become something. And then it wasn't until I did the book and did the tour and going out and talking to thousands of people that I was able to look at myself in photos and say, damn, I done packed on the weight carrying all these burdens. So now I got to work on the physical and the mental part. And that became the beginning of my transition.
Good for you. And you know what? It's like, it's worked for you. You've been through trials and tribulations. And now you too are going to have a show on Fox Soul, right?
I'm excited. Yeah.
Well, tell us about it. Tell us about it.
So we launched the podcast Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored about 4 years ago. And then we literally have become the Destiny's Child of podcasts. We've had different hosts come and go. And, it's one of those things where like, Destiny's Child, I'm a survivor, right? We're going to keep it pushing. And so now I am Beyonce. I mean, who the hell? I'm not going to be Michelle. What the hell I look like? You know what I mean? Like, ain't Farrah. No, but look.
Love you.
I am just going to have a drink.
But I have to shout out James DuBose because it's so crazy how God works. And people may not realize like, I spill the tea and all that, but I'm a firm believer in God. Like I wake up every day and thank God. I be driving through the streets thanking God. I met Queen Latifah 27 years ago, right when I came out of foster care, 3 days before I got shot, ended up becoming friends with her, really looked at her as a light, that just, she was everything that I wanted to be in the terms of successful, inspirational, smart, available where everybody else had not been. Then years later in my adult life, after having launched Hollywood Unlocked, met James DuBose, who leads Fox Soul, at her office, and we connected. And then, we ultimately stayed in touch. And, I've been on Viacom for the last, 5 years, and they don't know how to take the right risks with Black people. And BET is just so conservative. Those people over there, you do anything on BET, those churchgoers will show up and want to burn your down. So I love the fact that Fox Soul has created a space for us to have real conversations about the culture without fearing that Jesse Jackson going to show up with a walker and try to burn some down. You know what I mean?
That is absolutely true.
I can't. I mean,
you are absolutely right. And I'm glad you said it like that too, because we don't take enough chance on ourselves, and we always got to go someplace else. And when we go someplace else, then they want to snatch us up, and then it's like, you didn't want to
get late.
Too late. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that you're on Fox Soul. Congratulations for joining us on the network.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jason, you know what? I know.
Lena?
I'm sorry. I
was just gonna ask you. I know that you dish the tea, and you're known for that. But what else do you want people to take away from your show?
Yeah, I mean that, we're taking a risk at being transparent. Transparency in this industry and in this world nowadays, especially with cancel culture, which is bullshit, is just fleeting. Like comedians can't say nothing without being canceled. Women can't say anything without being canceled. It's just a crazy place. And so I'm literally gonna keep pushing the line until I get canceled. And then I'll create a show called Cancellation or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right.
Because it's just, I'm just going to always be honest about what I think and what I feel. And it may not always add up, but to what everybody else thinks, but I have the opportunity and the platform to say that.
Jason, one thing you are is very resilient and you will find a way. And like I said, you're good at what you do. So we wish you the best. Welcome to the Fox Soul family.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm excited.
It's Wednesday, correct? On Fox Soul this Wednesday?
Friday. Friday is at 7.
Friday.
Jason, who introduced you to Whitney Houston?
So when Kelly Price, we ain't cool no more either, but when Kelly Price,
gotta go.
Okay, Kelly Price wanted to do a party. I reached out to Raffles. He connected with Whitney. I brought Whitney to the party. She sang, then she died.
You will hear more about these stories on Hollywood Unlocked on Fox Soul Fridays at 7 o'clock.
Tune in.
The Fox Soul family, Mr. Jason Lee. Thank you so much. We salute you.
Thank you.
We gotta love you. Mwah.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with the last part of Cocktails with That's Queens. Oh, I'm sorry. Cocktails with the Queens on Messy Mondays right here on Fox Soul. Thanks, guys. Welcome back to Cocktails with the Queens, Messy Mondays, Halloween edition. LisaRaye, Vivica Fox, Lena Johnson, and if you can't recognize me, it's Claudia Jordyn looking a hot ass mess. I can't wait to wash the shit off my face. Before we I feel so like crazy right now. We're gonna play a game of trick or treat. Trick, cast aside. Treat, you checking for him, okay?
Okay.
Trick bad, treat
so
good.
Wait a minute, trick, you're not checking for him, treat, yes.
Yes, yep.
Okay. Let's go.
Right. Oh, this ain't, I didn't pick this one. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj.
Huh?
Oh man,
you know we gonna get
I
trouble.
thought it was gonna be men, right?
Right. We're so straight.
I'm like, huh?
Who you checking for? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna skip that one because guess what?
You know who I'm checking for.
Here in Fox, so we ain't gonna pit women. Okay, against each other. LisaRaye,
Music wise, you can say music wise. We have rights.
Right, LisaRaye.
You know who I'm down for, and who I'm not.
Okay, we're gonna skip that one so we don't.
Some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. I think that's where we're all.
Okay, Kanye West or Donald Trump, trick or treats?
Kanye.
You said Kanye West
or Donald Trump?
It's gonna have to be Kanye is the treat for me. I can't do Donald Trump. I don't give a damn. I don't care if you put him up against Satan himself.
Trick.
I like you, Claudia, but I can't do the Donald Trump.
It's basically who do you prefer here? Because like some of these people, it's like good people here. Wendy Williams or Nene Leakes, trick or treat?
Wendy Williams is the treat for me. I like Wendy.
I like Wendy too.
Because I don't know Nene. So I know more of Wendy.
I know both. But if I have to pick one, I've been knowing Wendy longer. So she would be the treat.
Vivica?
I really have to think about that one because they're both like messes right about now. I want to say Nene.
Okay. You know what? Matter of fact, shout out to her. I don't know if y'all saw on social media. She showed a clip of a new show she's doing called The Reading Room. Did y'all see that?
What kind of show is it?
The show is a hot ghetto mess from what I heard.
Well,
wait a minute. And then can I just say this real quick? Did everybody check out Wendy this week? Did y'all see her? She had a little meltdown?
No, I heard
she had another meltdown.
You know what? And this is all I gotta see. I understand that it's like, I think we should have some empathy for her because she's going through a divorce. I think they're going to do her story on Lifetime and stuff like that. But somebody there has to have the courage that when you're seen on screen, that's like us. We honest with each other when we do stuff and we be out of pocket, this, that, and the third. You know, because it can't just be a check, y'all. If y'all see that the sister needs some help, y'all speak up. That's the main thing I want. She, karma can be a bitch, but I didn't like to see that what we saw on TV, and it's like they keep sweeping the dust under the rug, and the lump keeps getting bigger and bigger. And that's
is her show live? Is her show live?
Yeah.
No, but it's
not live. How in the hell can they not edit it then? Why are they allowing this to be seen?
Once again, like we talked about Kanye, she got people around her that are just looking at her for a check, because there's no way, if your breadwinner, your star is going through something where she obviously is, and you just letting it ride, you know what's going to happen when you put that footage out there of her looking like that and looking like
it blew up. I mean, it was everywhere.
We have to discuss this more next week because we ran out of time.
Yes, we did, because we always have so much fun on Messy Mondays, y'all.
The last time she fell out was on Halloween, remember?
And here we are again.
Dang.
I want to thank Jason Lee for joining us, LisaRaye, Vivica Fox, Selena Johnson for cooperating with the Halloween situation. Next Monday is the last day before the election.
Yes.
Please, if you haven't early voted, please early vote. Over 60 million have voted. Please get out there. I think Friday is the last day of early voting. So please, 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 please relieve me of my duties. Okay, stick around. We've got The Making of a Woman. That's all coming up next right here on Fox. We'll see you back in.
Bye, darlings.
Mwah.